It's beyond my comprehension that you would put dangerous drugs, anesthesia in the hands of a minor child.
Only on 7 News, these are some of the last photos of Buster, the Yorkshire Terrier, alive. The dog died after in-home surgery performed by a mobile veterinarian with a teenage assistant handling the pain meds. 7 News reporter Amanda Kost, always investigating, uncovering a state loophole potentially putting pets at risk.
Bright eyes, wet nose, perky ears.
Buster was full of life.
This 3-year-old Yorkie, a welcome addition to Dennis Clark's family.
He would jump in our laps and sit with us and play, and he was just a great dog. And you know, by day 4, we were like best friends.
Buster was to be neutered on day 5. Clark scheduled something he didn't know was possible: in-home surgery with Colorado Mobile Veterinary Services, run by Dr. Sarah Rasmussen.
According to Dr. Rasmussen, all I needed to do is provide an area for her to set up for surgery.
On the day of surgery, Buster was muzzled, set for castration on this kitchen table. Clark and his 12-year-old twin daughters watching.
I was also taking some pictures.
Dr. Rasmussen wearing gray. The person in stripes is her 16-year-old daughter, introduced as her assistant.
And she's standing with that propofol needle in his IV, listening to the machine pushing anesthesia, standing right here.
The high schooler.
Yeah, and my daughters watched her push anesthesia.
After the surgery was complete,
While Buster was still clearly under anesthesia, clearly unconscious,
Clark says the vet removed vital sign monitors.
so I immediately questioned her, is he about to wake up? And she said, quote unquote, I think so, but I can't be sure. And at that point, I knew something was going wrong, so I asked my daughters to go upstairs.
Downstairs, Buster's heart stopped beating.
He died on the table before she even knew something was wrong.
Should Buster still be here?
I believe he'd still be alive today if a qualified technician under the care and supervision of a competent veterinarian had conducted a surgery.
The assistant who was helping with this procedure.
Yeah.
Was that your daughter?
Yes.
How old is she?
She's 16.
Dr. Rasmussen telling 7 News during Buster's surgery, her daughter monitored, recorded, and administered pain medication.
But it's a pretty adult task. I mean, the wrong dosage of this medicine could
Which she didn't.
kill a dog.
Yeah. She didn't.
Do you see why someone could kind of raise an eyebrow with a teenager involved in this surgery?
Oh, certainly. But I think that in addition, though, that I'm right there and she's an extension.
So you can see what she's doing at that point.
I can see her. I can see the monitor. Everything is right there. And I did not step away even when Buster was passing.
And that is what the state requires: supervision. By every letter of the law from our research, Dr. Rasmussen did not violate state regulations. In fact, under the Practice Act, a person can assist in surgical procedures regardless of age, as long as they're supervised by a licensed veterinarian.
The point that needs to be made is that this never should have happened, and that this happened because the state of Colorado has no laws in effect governing the training and the requirements of who can administer anesthesia.
According to this report from the Colorado State University Veterinary Diagnostic Lab, no pre-existent condition or disease explains Buster's death immediately after surgery.
Would anything that, would any of the pain medication that your daughter was administering, could that have contributed at all to?
So if there was an allergic response to it, definitely. It's never easy, and it never goes away. But I mean, even people die under anesthesia, so it's a tragedy, and there's not always a reason that we can see, but there's always some reason.
Clark is filing a complaint with the State Board of Veterinary Medicine.
He didn't deserve this. He deserved a long and happy life, and she took that away.
The law specifies that a licensed vet delegating aspects of veterinary medicine is responsible for that person's performance. Now, we checked, and there is no real oversight of credentialing technicians here in the state. It's voluntary. Right now, the association for the certified veterinary technicians, they are handling that within the state. Reporting live, Amanda Kost, 7 News.
7 News learning about this story from a news tip. If you have a story or see news happening, let us know by using the Tell Us button on the 7 News app.